this is Karate 71. I'm going to be showing you my collection of Captain underpants, and this is my first video. And I think I'll just show you. Okay, here's the first book. The Adventure of Captain Underpants. It's with two kids named George and Harold, which they got in trouble the time at the football game when they do a lot of bad stuff. And they get in trouble for putting peppers in the palms of the cheerleaders, putting soap in the ball, something like that. And pretty much next, Mr. Cooper have all the films of it. How did they do it? And they got in trouble. And then next they have to do a lot of stuff for Mr. Cooper, which is mow the lawn, do extra credit for homework. Sorry. Come to school early. Don't smile. I forgot the other rule. So George and Harold got so mad they bought a hypnose ring to hypnotize Mr. Cooper. So when Mr. Cooper got hypnotized, when he looked at the ring, he was under George's command, which was to turn him into Captain Underpants and other animals that made them laugh. So time that they turned into Captain Underpants, tra-la-la, he jumped out the window and he got himself in a pickle. Okay, I think that's it. Captain Underpants and the Attack of the Talking Toilet. Okay, this special is more action, more laughs, more flip-o-ramas. And let's see what the two troublemakers got them into, themselves got into. So they got themselves into a messy mess with Captain Underpants. One of the teachers snapped their fingers, which turned Mr. Cooper into Captain Underpants. And Captain Underpants was brave enough to fight wasn't brave enough to fight the toilet, so he ran for his life. Also, George and Harold to the cafeteria, and they load his underwear. He got a lot of underwear from the fields, and he loads each underwear with sloppy Joe or something like that. The next, they launch it into each toilet mouth, which make them die. So after that, every teacher, including the gym teacher, everybody doesn't like, and that's when came out. We have Captain Underpants and the invasion of the incredible naughty cafeterians ladies from outer space and subsequent assaults of equality evil lunchroom zombie nerds. Tons of fun. Woo! Lots of laughs. Ha ha. Flip-o-ramas. So it's about Captain Underpants, George, and Harold. They got themselves in a mess when nobody barely noticed what's up on the school. There were these three aliens, and the lunch ladies quit their jobs because George and Harold made a big explosion, which they make Mr. Cooper birthday cupcakes. That's the next they quit, and the three lunch ladies, they serve kids food that turned them into zombies, nerds, and Captain Underpants, George, and Harold find a way to defeat them. Fish pour juice on them and turn them back to humans and defeat the lunch ladies and disappear. Okay, we have Captain Underpants and the precious plot of Professor Poopy Pants. That was my sister, don't mind it. They have actions, romance, just kidding, and laughs. So, this is this is a first novel made by David Pickle. They talk about George and Harold. They're teasing their teacher named, science teacher named Professor Pee Pee Poo Poo Pants, and everybody laughed at him until one day he showed them a figure, mini action figure that anybody could ride it, even a hamster. And the hamster just rode in it like Professor Poopy Pants did. He uses gluinator, make them big, and write each one by names while holding it. The next one time, he just turned his head big. He shaking Captain Underpants too big. So here are the fliparomas. Bam! Right in the face. Bam! Headbutt. Final one. He looks like he's gonna fart. He kicked. And next, Squish. He defeated Professor Poopy Pants, and at the end, everybody, it turns back to normal, and at the end, here we go again from George and Harold. So here is the first stack. This is 1 to 4, so I'm going to show you number 9 novel that I got on page number 42. So here's Captain Underpants turns out to be Professor, which is Professor Poopy Pants. When George and Harold was in kindergarten, they get bullied by these 6th graders, which is Mr. Cooper and nephews. This one, the next, his 3 friends bullied Harold. George came in with his tie and whipped them. And the next, his nephew called him and called his uncle, which is the owner of the school, and put them in detention. And Mr. Cooper didn't even know they were in detention, so he just left them in detention. They walked out. I think I'm going to show you the fliparama about Indiana George. And they talk about don't snap your fingers in front of Mr. Cooper. Indiana George, Tie of Doom. So, okay, the Keeper Whooper. What's gonna happen? Ooh, that got hurt. Keeper screamed like a giant blue bearing baby and ran for his life. Boogie and Lukey were up next. The attacker, smacker. Bam! Let's go out here, screamed Luigi and Bug through the tears, fixing up on trash bin, and the 4 bulletins tried to scramble inside, but they weren't fast enough, so torment prevent. Bam! After that, Mr. Cooper called Mr. Keeper called Mr. Cooper, and they got in detention, and I already told you about the other stuff, so that's about it. Please subscribe, like, dislike, and post on the comments below. I'll see you then.